Just waiting to be sure that I'm actually live before I say anything very interesting. And I think, there we go. Cool. And I'm live. Happy Friday, everybody. It's great to, whoa, I confused my camera there for a second. Sorry about that. So I want to first welcome the new members. There are like 40 or 50 of you, which is great. Yay! I'm glad to have you here. It's good to see you. And this is probably not like any other group that you're in. So fasten your seatbelts. It's a lot of fun in here. And I want you to, after this live, if you can be in the chat, that'd be great. But scroll through some of these and watch some of them. And just look at the chat and you'll see, a lot of people are making some great progress in these. They're setting down some pain and some issues that they've had for a long time. So it's a lot of fun. And the next thing I wanted to let you know, my new video that will drop tomorrow, it'll be public on YouTube tomorrow, is the one for loss and sadness. And this is a video that several people had requested. This is not about grief over someone dying. I have a good one for that already. This is about loss or sadness relating to things like losing a job or having a relationship fall apart, things like that. And I think it's a pretty good one. So I will post it in the group probably tomorrow also. But if you want to see it sooner than that, you can go to YouTube. I think it'll be up at midnight my time in the United States. Oh, and I was going to say, since you're new in the group, hey, below this video, let us know where in the world you live, because we are a really international bunch already. I think 10 or 12 countries already. So let us know and welcome. Now, I do have a topic here that I wanted to talk about just a little bit while I wait for everybody to gather. And this came up because a friend of mine called me a couple days ago, and she's a friend in Florida. And she called me up, and the conversation started off. She said, "Well, I'm very concerned." And I said, "Okay, about what?" She said, "Well, the political climate in the United States." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Why are you concerned about this now? I don't think you've ever talked about anything like that to me before." And she said, "Well, I've never really thought about it until RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, died." And she said, "Now I'm really worried about it." And so we had a little bit of a conversation about this. I think I got her calmed down, which is kind of my job for all of you too. But her question was, why is all of this happening? And why is it happening not just here, but all over the world? All these problems, all these things coming up. And they're social and they're economic and they're political, and there's so much of it. And she wanted to know why it was happening. And I do kind of happen to know the answer, and it's a pretty simple one. They're all coming up, all of these things, because you can't fix a problem that you don't see. You cannot. You have to be able to see it and be willing to look at it before you can begin to form any kind of course of action or solution. Does that make sense? And in many cases, a lot of these are things we really haven't wanted to look at, but now we have to. We don't get a choice. And it's not that the universe is causing this. We are causing this. Us. Now, I am not particularly concerned about much because I have a different perspective. I understand that our species is now in a place and at a level of development where we are beginning to be able to actually work with all of these problems. And that's one of the reasons that we're seeing them now. So kind of a cool thing. I also do know where we're headed and that it's going to be okay. I am unflappably certain of that. And even though a lot of it doesn't look really good right now. Now, my job is not to be a political activist. That might be your job, but it isn't mine. My job, one of them, is to help all of you, as many of you as I can reach, to let go of old stuff that's holding you back, to make your decisions and take action from a place of calm rather than a place of overwhelm. Because nobody makes their best decisions from a place of crazy, right? We all know that. It's better if we are calm and grounded and collected before we take action, make decisions, things like that. So that's one of my functions here. And it's a job I enjoy a lot. So let's see here. Don't see anybody in the chat just yet. If you're on the live, get in the chat. Don't be shy. We're all designed to be able to help each other. That's, someone asked me why I keep making so many videos. And I have no plans to ever stop making YouTube videos. I enjoy doing it. And the reason I started was because tapping is such a great tool. And people don't know what to say when they tap. I know I didn't. And I don't know if I gave you this analogy or not, but all of these things coming up in the world for us to look at and work with is very similar to using tapping. And just think about it. Our brains are wired just like the motherboard in a computer. A lot of similarities there. And when we are starting out here on the side of the hand and we're saying, I've got this problem, we are identifying a problem that we want to work with. Much in the same way that we're doing this as a species in our societies right now. It's interesting. I like looking at things like that. I have a little different perspective than most people do. Oh, let's see. So I worked in the office this morning, and I'm taking a welcome break this afternoon from cleaning out my laundry room. Just so you know what my day looks like today, this is a great place to be. The laundry room thing, it's one of those deals where I had let it get really bad for a long time. And, if my kids wanted all those piles of clothes that were in there, they'd have taken them with them a couple of years ago. And I wish I could say that I was doing that really Zen Marie Kondo thing where you pick up an object or a piece of clothing and wait to see if it makes you feel joy. That would not be what I am doing. What I am doing is scooping big piles of clothing into black trash bags and bagging it all up and hauling it to the local thrift store. Seeing clear spaces is right now, that does give me joy. That makes me feel good. And I've been on this kick for about a year. This would not be normal for me, but I might open a drawer and go, I think I can clean this out and just start. So, yeah, kind of interesting that I'm doing that. The whole clearing out, organizing thing is usually something I leave up to others. Other people are better at it than I am, but I'm kind of rising to the occasion here. So I'm going to give it just a couple more minutes here. I did want to talk to you also. My last video was about some of the reasons that you may be holding on to pain because there's a downside to letting it go. And I am very, very quick. Oh, hi, Marion. Well, you're welcome to come over here and sort at my house. I don't love it. I am kind of loving it right now, but usually it's like, blech. The laundry room is not going to get finished today. It'll be tomorrow, but that's okay. Lost my train of thought there for a minute. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Reasons. Hey, Christine. Reasons for, and good morning to you, because I know it's really early where you are and really late where Marion is. Good for both of you. It's, um, good grief. Got to stop looking at who's joining here. Anyway, there can be a downside to letting go of pain or your issue. And when you have trouble identifying some of the things that are underneath, then it may be time to get some professional help. And from me, I do work privately. If you would like to identify quickly with me in a conversation the 3 or 4 major things that are holding you back, that I can, and I'll describe how I can help you with it. If you would like to do that, then I'm going to post the link up above this video. It'll be in dialogue stuff above it. I'm going to put the link in there. Because I do work privately. They are programs of work. It's not a see me one time for an hour. I don't do that. I don't do single sessions. Minimum time commitment is 3. Now, when you click on that link, it'll take you to my page, and there's a form there. It's a fairly brief form. I'm going to ask you for your name and where you live, so that when I email you back, I can offer you some appropriate times for your time zone. For instance, Christine is in Australia, and I know it's about probably 6 in the morning, 6 or so in the morning there. And Marion's 7 hours later because she's in Scotland. So big difference. So let me know where you are in the world on the form. It's important. I do ask for a phone number. I don't usually end up having to call anybody, but every once in a while we've had a Zoom issue. Not bad to have it. And have you tell me about your issue. What have you got going on? Now, a lot of the people that I work with do not come to me because they're in physical pain. There are a lot of different kinds of pain out there. And emotional pain is a big thing. And I can help you with that. Very much so. And so tell me about your issue and tell me what you've tried before and what the results were. Have you done acupuncture and kinesiology? And, if you have a diagnosis. It's a real basic form. It's not going to take you very long to fill out. Send that over. My response time is usually 1 to 2 business days for those types of requests. And then we can have a conversation. Just you and me talking about your stuff. And it's always a fun conversation. I have to say that too. Okay, so Marion and Christine, welcome to you ladies. What can I help you with today? And Christine, I think I said it before you got on. The loss and sadness video it should post to YouTube. It'll be live on YouTube at midnight my time. So when you get up tomorrow, loss and sadness will be there. Ooh, no, that isn't what I meant. The video for it will be there. So what can I help you ladies with? What would you like to tap on today? Anybody else who's maybe watching this and thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can get in the chat. Hey, I don't bite. I really don't. And this can be a lot of fun. And you can feel better. I think you deserve it. Nope, nobody. Okay, there we go. Great. All right, Christine, Marion, drop it in the chat. What would you like to tap on today? What can I help you work with? Yeah, Christine was one of the people who had asked for the video on loss and sadness. And it's loss over things like a lost relationship or a lost job, those types of things. Successful tapping for my hand. Okay, great. Good for you, Marion. Fear of loneliness. Okay. Okay. All right. And I'll just wait. There'll probably be some more people gathering, but let's do some tapping for fear of loneliness. Okay. Are we tapping for actual loneliness right now, or just a fear of the potential for loneliness? Because those are 2 different things. I want to get right on the issue to help with this. So, are you afraid of being lonely in the future? Okay. Okay, so do you have loneliness currently going on? Not just fear of loneliness, but you've got loneliness. Okay. All right, let's just do a little tapping for loneliness. Okay. Yeah, and no physical contact. And I get that. Yeah. Okay, let me think about what I want to say here for just a minute. Okay, let's just start out here on the side of the hand. I'm really lonely. I'm all by myself and I'm really lonely. But I choose to be okay anyway. Even though I'm lonely. Because I am alone. I completely love and accept myself. And I honor all the reasons I might be feeling lonely. There aren't any other people around. There's no physical contact with anybody. COVID's keeping everybody stuck at home. And I'm really lonely because of it. What I'm feeling is isolation. I don't get to interact with anybody else in person anymore. But I give myself permission to know that this is not a permanent situation. There is an end to it. It may be gradual. So there might be some light at the end of the tunnel. I'm open to the possibility that this isn't affecting just me, but that it's affecting millions and millions of people all over the world. And I wonder if it's possible that there's a reason that we're being required to be alone. No, I don't think that's a reason. But what if it is? What if entering this silence is an important thing for me? What if this is serving as a reminder of how very much humans do need connection with each other in physical? But it may also may also mean that we're learning a new thing. We're learning to be used to communicating with each other and connecting with each other in some new ways too. Zoom doesn't replace a hug from someone I love. But this is just a transition period. Nothing lasts forever. So I choose to relax, use this time wisely, and to reach out in the ways that I can. Because there's more ways to do that than I thought before. And I completely love and accept myself. Peace. Okay, Christine, let me know how that landed for you. Oh, let's see. My chat didn't scroll there for a minute. Okay, Marion, is there anything I can do for you while I'm waiting for Christine to reply? If you're on the live, this is your chance. If nobody else jumps in the chat, it's going to be a short live, but that's okay. Okay. Oh, thank you. Nice of you, Marion. Thank you. Okay, good. Okay, can we do one more? Let's do one more thing here. Christine, let's pick one more thing to work with. Now that we cleared a little of the lonely thing out, let's pick one more thing. Yes, learning to find the right words. And that words are important. They really are. And when you're not sure what to say when you're tapping, just start. And things will come up. You know, it's designed to bring things forward for you to work with. If you aren't sure how to do that, sit down with a pen and paper and think about what you have going on in your life. What's bothering you? What are you sad or mad or scared about? Those are the three big emotions. And make yourself a list, or just write what you're worried about and tap a little bit. But making yourself a list is really a valuable thing. Oh, Keishan, hi. Oh, yeah, loss and sadness is coming. What do you mean you don't have a clue what to ask for? Since I've actually had a conversation in real life with you, how's the throat thing? Actually, we are going to do some tapping for you, Christine. Okay. I want you to move the arm a little bit and give the pain a number between 0 and 10. And I know you're very familiar with tapping. Give it a number before we work. And Keishan, how's the throat? How's the swallowing thing? Too much to ask for. Nope, close your eyes. Keishan, close your eyes, get quiet, and pick one. Just pick the first thing that comes to mind, because that'll be the thing that is the most important first. Some of the other things will collapse when we work on the first thing that's up. So that's a common issue. A common thing to have happen. Sometimes people will say, "Oh, I don't know, there's too many things to work on." Well, let's pick the big one. What's the first thing that comes to mind? And when we work with that big thing, so much of the time, all the other things tend to just disappear. They go away. Those issues collapse because they're all connected. Okay, so you've got about a 4. All right, Keishan, keep thinking about what you want to tap about, and we'll do some. All right, a 4, lost mobility. Okay, and this is the right arm. Yes, right arm? Wow, okay. Okay. All right, let's just try this, Christine, and see if we can do some good. I've got all this pain in my arm. I broke it in several places. And even though it's been set and it's healing, I am still in pain. But I choose to be okay anyway. Even though I've got all this pain in my left arm, I completely love and accept myself. And I honor that there may be some reasons that I'm still in pain. Nobody believes me. When I tell them how much pain I've got, they don't believe me. They didn't believe me when I was a little kid either. When I needed something, I didn't get it. And that's carried forward into my adult life. And because I have a deep need for people to hear me and truly listen to me, I may be holding on to this pain. I'm open to looking at the reasons that I might be holding on to it. But it's still about a 4. And I wonder if it's possible that I don't need pain to get people to listen to me. I wonder if I could let go of the need to have pain to get people to listen to me. It's safe to let go of that now. I don't need to have this anymore. I'm beginning to release this need now because I completely love and accept myself. Okay. Peace. All right. Okay, Christine, let me know how that landed for you. Check your pain level. And Kaishan, back to eating yogurt again. Okay, for those of you who are just tuning in, Kaishan has an inoperable stricture in her esophagus. And she's been only able to eat, to consume fluids for quite some time now. And she did a little tapping on the live a week ago, and now she can eat yogurt, which may not sound like a big deal, but that's a big win for her from just a few minutes worth of work. So this does help. Okay, so Kaishan, I know you need something today, and I've got time, so now's your chance. Better ask. And Christine, let me know how that landed for you. Yeah, that is a huge win. And thinking about what that might need. Kaishan, why don't you close your eyes and take a breath and hold it. And blow it out. Oh, okay, good. I don't deserve to feel good. Well, that was quick. Okay. Let me think about this just a moment here. Give me just a second here. I want to tune into this a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm I'm not sure I don't deserve is the right. Okay, let's just start. I don't think the I don't deserve is quite right for you. Feel good. Oh, okay. I think I've got it. All right. Everybody tap along, lend your energy to this. It creates a thing called borrowing benefits. And even though we're tapping for something that is not your personal issue, you may be shocked to find that something you were dealing with on your own gets better from tapping for someone else's issue. It's a big thing. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Side of the hand. I think it isn't safe for me to feel good. I don't trust it. But I choose to be okay anyway. Even though I don't think I deserve to feel good, and I don't really trust feeling good, because I think it's going to come back and be even worse. I choose to be okay anyway, and I completely love and accept myself. And I honor all the reasons that I have for feeling this way. I don't think it's safe for me to get better. I'm not sure it's safe for me to live. And so I've been squeezing the life out of me, just a little bit at a time. I wonder if it's possible that life really is for me. Nah. Life is for everybody else, not me. I wonder if it's possible that I deserve to feel better just because I'm human. And just because the divine spark is alive and living in me, having an experience that's physical. And since I'm willing to look at that, how could I not deserve to feel good? If the divine thought that I needed to be here in this life for whatever reason, who am I to say that's wrong? I've been here a lot of years. Maybe it's time for me to let go of these old thoughts. I think these came from childhood. And maybe these thoughts and feelings that I was having are the result of a misunderstanding on my part about whether or not I deserve to live, whether or not I deserve to feel better, whether or not I was a good person. I allow myself to begin to let go of all these misunderstandings. It's safe to let them go. These old thoughts and feelings don't serve me anymore. I choose to let them go now because I completely love and accept myself. And I love my body that I live in. Peace. Good. All right. Cation, let me know how that landed. Right. Okay, good. All right, Marianne, you have one, but I'm not sure what. Tony, hi. Good evening to you. We've got some that are good morning, and we've got some that are afternoon, and we've got some that it's evening for. We are such an international bunch. Tony, can I do some tapping for you this evening? What would you like, dear? Since you're here. Because I've got a few minutes. I'm not doing, oh, good. Good. Glad that landed for you. Cation, good. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Mad with my mom and then I feel guilty. Let's see. Yeah, we got time. Okay. Oh, good. Okay, and that hit for Christine also. Okay, let's do just a little bit on the getting mad at the mom and then feeling guilty about it. And then we'll do some knee stuff. Tony, is it both knees or is it one knee? Let's get really specific. I'll wait. Yeah, just go ahead and put that in there. Okay. Which knee? Is it both knees or is it one knee? We'll take a look at it. Let's do some tapping for Marion, though, because Marion gets mad at her mom and then she feels guilty for getting mad. Like none of us have ever had that happen before. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see if we can't clear a little bit of that out. My mother is so irritating. But I choose to be okay anyway. Even though my mom really annoys me sometimes, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I get really mad at my mom sometimes. And then I feel guilty about it. I'm open to having a new perspective on this now because I completely love and accept myself. And I love my mom. Why does she always have to make me mad? She says these things that I think are just awful. And we don't agree. And then I get mad at her. And then I feel so guilty about it. Because after all, she raised me. I feel like I shouldn't get mad. I wonder if it's possible that the big reason that my mom pushes my buttons is because she's a mirror for me. I allow myself to gently look at all the annoying things she does that I really don't like in myself. I wonder if it's possible that that's my big trigger. So I choose to really look at it with clear eyes now, because we are all reflections for each other. We're not designed to be able to see ourselves clearly. It's one of the reasons we have each other. And it's actually a glorious thing. And everybody gets mad sometimes. Sometimes I have real reasons for being mad at my mom or over other things. But I give myself permission to remember that it only harms me to hold on to that. And feeling guilty over it is actually silly. So I choose to begin to interact in a more positive way with my mother. I wonder what it would cost me to be honest with her. And the next time she really starts making me mad, I could say the big game-changing words, you know, Mom, I love you more than anything in the whole world. And I think you're perfect just the way you are. And see how that works. That's a lot better solution than getting mad, harming myself, saying hurtful words, and also better than feeling guilty. Because guilt is a really low vibration. I don't think I deserve to feel guilt. So I'm going to choose to let go of all that now. And I'm going to try and deal with my mother in a little different way. Because that might really feel better to both of us. Because I do love and accept myself. And I love and accept my mom. Peace. Ah, made my nose itch. That was good. I think that was pretty good. Marion, let me know how that landed for you. And let's see, I think that was an issue for Christine, maybe also. Can't remember. All right, guilt after getting, oh, Cation, yeah. Okay. Everybody let me know how that tapping landed. And Tony, I want you to take a breath in through your nose and close your eyes and hold the breath and blow it out. Okay. Now I want you to use your imagination and go inside your knees and have a look and see what's there. And you've said it's actually the muscles around the kneecap rather than the actual knees. But that's still knees. Let me have a look here and see what you have. Okay. All right. Now, while you're looking at that, appreciate whether there's a color or texture or shape there. And now just using your imagination, ask what emotions are there. What emotion is there? If it isn't chatting with you, ask it what it needs. Ask the knees what they need to feel better. Okay, now tell the knees we're going to give them some help here in just a moment. And go ahead and open your eyes, Tony. Okay, everybody stick around. We're going to do some good tapping for knees here. All right, Tony, tell me what you have. And this is the one I'm actually talking to is her name shows up as Tanina, but she goes by Tony. She's someone that I've worked with as a private client. A lot of fun. Cool person. So let me know what you saw. How do the knees look? What emotions are there? Or what does it need to feel better? What did they say? Body parts are chatty. And what I'm appreciating there is kind of an interesting thing. And I'll tell you when we're tapping here. We'll just tap and surprise you. But let me know. Gonna get a little more water here. And while we wait, I have, especially for those of you who are new, and I'll post my YouTube link here too, because that's where all of my videos are. A lot of them are on my website, but we got tired of trying to organize them and put them on there. I have, I think, almost 100, maybe 130 for different issues, different areas of pain in your body, for things like anger, loss, grief. Saw black. Okay. Tingly from the knees. Okay. All right. Let's just try. Okay. Let's just see here. All right, Tony. Let's move your legs just a little bit and see how the knees feel. Give it a number in your head. You don't need to put it in the chat. You can do that later. And let's tap. My knees are really sore and stiff. But I choose to be okay anyway. Even though my knees are really stiff and sore. In the muscles around my knees. I choose to be okay anyway, because I completely love and accept myself. And I love my knees. And I'm open to having a different look at this. I know that I don't like having people boss me around. And that's one of the big things that tends to get stuck in knees. But it's not the only thing. But I do give myself permission to remember that nobody can actually boss me around unless I allow it. I'm choosing not to allow that. But I've also got a really interesting thing in there. Because my knees are worried that I may not have anyone in my life who cares enough about me to boss me around. And that makes me sad. And I think it's making my knees hurt. And I also think that isn't technically really true, because I have lots of friends and have lots of family. Most of them wouldn't dare try to boss me around. So I wonder why I'm missing that in my life. I'm open to really looking at this now. without needing to have pain in my knees to do it. I choose to let go of all the pain in my knees. It's safe to look at this without pain. I don't need help getting up and down my stairs because I can let go of this so that my knees are okay. If I want some company, maybe even from somebody who's a man, I'd rather do it because it's fun and pleasant than because I need help. I'm already strong and capable. Let go of the need to be a victim. It's safe to let that go. I don't need that to attract anybody because that doesn't attract the right person. And I completely love and accept myself. Peace. Okay, now that was interesting. Tony, let us know how that landed for you. Move and see how the knees feel. And for those of you who are just tuning in, yes, I absolutely have the intuitive ability. I can go in and look to see what you have going on there. I don't always do that. I mean, I'll look, but I like for you to see it yourself. I think that's actually more useful, but I can usually tell where we need to go with something. It's, humans are interesting. Tony, let me know how that landed. That was an interesting bunch of tapping. Oh, humans are fun. Animals too. I actually have now so many tapping for pets and animals videos. It's a whole group of them that I'm going to, I think I'm going to create a whole new Facebook group just for tapping for animals. I got to get a little more time to do that. Interesting information. Yeah. Okay, Tony, we're waiting for you to respond. Okay, while we wait for Tony to respond, I want to tell you a couple of things. And the first one is that I will, in the next few weeks, I'm going to be announcing my new group program. It's going to be a small group. It's going to run for 3 months, and we're going to be meeting at least once a week. And I will take a maximum of 12 people in there. I'd like to have about 10. Feels like a good number to me. And I will be staggering the time because we're so international. I love it that I have private clients all over the world. It's so cool. But I will be staggering the times that we meet so that wherever you are, you'll be able to make at least 50% of the calls. Just, I'll do some in the morning and I'll do some really late in my day. So it should work out for an 8. Yep, there we go. Right one's fine. Okay. Tony, come back and watch us and replay and do it again. But really, really think about that, about what you're attracting. Don't allow yourself to not be able to get up and down your stairs out of need. It's an interesting, I am cheeky. Oh, I love it. You're the first person to call me cheeky all week. Okay, everybody. So much fun. Tony's knees were both at an 8, and she said now the right one is just fine. The left one is about down to a 2, and that's a pain level on a scale from 0 to 10. So, yeah, that's a lot of improvement for just a few minutes worth of stuff. So if you're in question about whether or not this tool can help you, it can. If you have any questions about whether or not I can help you, I assure you I can. So I'm going to put the link up here. If you think you would like to have some private work with me, let's have a chat. I think it will be a lot of fun to talk to you. So that's all for today. I will see you again next Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Today's Friday. I had to stop and think. I am in the group live every Tuesday and every Friday. Now, next Tuesday, I believe I'm going to stick with the same time and do 10 o'clock in the morning. I'll announce it. I mean, I'll put it in here. You don't have to try and remember it or guess at it. It's 10 in the morning on Tuesday, and then it'll be this same time next Friday, 3 in the afternoon. And that's Mountain Time. I'm in the US, in Kansas, almost in Colorado. So, this was great fun today. Thank you to all of you who showed up and were kind enough to let me play with you. I love playing together. It's so much fun. Everybody's feeling better and we learned some new stuff. So I will post videos and some things in here. This is the place to ask me questions. If you have an idea for a video you'd like me to do, put it into the group. And night-night to all of you. Have a great day to all of you down under in Australia. And yes, glad you were awake early. I'm glad too, Christine. And I will see you again soon. Mwah.